game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name, you come with your...
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards to start their... game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Howell trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
After the sack on first down, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Now, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Now Jones. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So with a lot of good coaches.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gibson again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll go play action. Howell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
13 yards there and a Washington first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that now back-to-back drives, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Throwing, Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throw him deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Dangerous spot for the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Running left, it's Barkley.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Chase Young
in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And some room to run now. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On first down, Howell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Howell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Another throw for Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jones to Galladay, first down, Giants. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. Jones throwing for it. And
And that is incomplete here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
71 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Howell.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run with Gibson.
They find some open field here.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
Oh, Howell loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly...
Oh, no, he lost the football. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10. Once more, Gibson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Washington,
it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers.